All right, let's try this again. Question 1. Do you prefer living in a city or the countryside? Feel free to use phrases like buzzing with life, peaceful, more convenient, or slower pace in your answer.
Um, to be honest, the city life is the better choice for me, where can grab more opportunities in my career, such as a lucrative job, um,
That's a very practical.
many frat teachers schools, and which can create a positive and uh, positive environment, and is suitable for me to increase my career. And moreover, there are many facilities and essential infrastructure which can improve my living condition.
That's a very solid and well-reasoned answer. You really emphasize the importance of career growth and professional opportunities that the city provides, especially for someone keen on fresh teaching opportunities and a stimulating environment. Regarding feedback, your points were clear, but you could try incorporating some of the suggested vocabulary, like mentioning how the city is buzzing with life or is more convenient compared to the countryside. Are you ready to move on to the second question about physical books and ebooks?
Keep going.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. Question 2. Do you prefer physical books or ebooks? You can try incorporating some of the suggestions like the feel of, carry around easily, eye strain, or flick through in your answer.
To be honest, ebooks are much more convenient than physical ones, and I love the feel of convenience, and I don't need to pay any cost for reading any books in the website. I only have to join any website which have many books, and so, but I can easily get eye strained.
That's a thoughtful answer. You've presented a balanced view by acknowledging the convenience and free access of ebooks while also mentioning the downside of eye strain. To make your answer even richer, you could also mention how ebooks are easier to carry around compared to physical books, or perhaps touch upon the absence of the ability to physically flick through pages. Are you ready to continue with the next question?
Yeah.
Alright, here is the third question. Do you prefer hot or cold weather? Why? Feel free to use some of the suggestions like can stand the heat, refreshing, feel more energetic, or layer up in your answer.
To be honest, well, I love hot weather rather than cold one, especially in the summer when I have many free time to play outdoor activity. But in the hot weather, it is very sunny, and I seem not to stand the heat. But in contrast to the vigorous uh, temperature, I feel and more energetic and more active than I'm in the cold weather, when I'm so lazy.
That's a very detailed and honest answer. You've captured the essence of why you prefer hot weather, especially during the summer when you have time for outdoor activities and feel a boost of energy, even though the intense heat can be challenging. You did a fantastic job using the suggested vocabulary. Are you ready to move on to the fourth question about texting or calling people?
Sure.
Được thôi, câu hỏi thứ tư đây.
Can
Bạn
you
thích-
speak English?
Yes, I can definitely speak English. Let's get back to your practice questions. Question 4. Do you prefer texting or calling people? You can use phrases like less intrusive, easier to misread tone, get straight to the point, or convenient in your answer.
From my perspective, I choose between two means of communication depending on the situation. When normally, I'm usually choose to text to the people I want to keep contact with, which is very convenient and I can do it whenever. But in an emergent situation, I often decide to make a call for the people because I want them to answer me instantly and
That's
I
an
can get
excellent and
straight to
very-
the point without wasting time.
That's fantastic! You've clearly mastered how to choose the right communication method for the situation, balancing convenience with efficiency. Let's move on to the fifth question. Do you prefer working in a team or individually? Feel free to use phrases like bounce ideas off, take ownership, clash, or more efficient alone.
I think I want to teamwork rather than doing anything individually. And when I can collaborate with with other people to create the best version of the task which I have to do, and when I teamwork, I can save my time and the tasks are divided into many parts and uh, yes, and many members of the team will undertake, and that's all.
A fantastic take on. You've made a great case for the power of collaboration by highlighting how sharing the workload and combining different skills can lead to better results and save time. We've covered the first 5 questions from the list. Are you ready to continue with the
Yes.
next question? All right, let's move on to the next set of questions. Question 6. Is street food popular where you live? You can try using some phrases like a staple of, incredibly varied, affordable, or a huge part of the culture in your answer.
From my perspective, street food in my country is very prevalent among very prevalent. Is not only in my country but also around the world. The cuisine of Vietnam is so many famous for traditional dishes and the delicious tastes which everyone around the world can admire and enjoy it in the happy way, and and notably it is too expensive to people to buy how much they want.
That's a fantastic and mouth-watering answer. You've captured the essence of Vietnamese street food beautifully, highlighting its global fame, amazing traditional flavors, and how it's a huge part of the culture here in Hanoi. It sounds like you meant to say it's quite affordable, which is definitely true, making it so accessible for everyone to enjoy as much as they like. Are you ready to continue to the 7th question about video games?
Sure.
Alright, let's move on to the next one. Question 7. Are video games popular among young people? You can try incorporating phrases like mainstream, incredibly popular, spend hours, and a social activity in your answer.
Well, it is obvious that teenagers is are really into playing video games in the daily basis. Mm, with the increase of technology, teenagers gradually spend almost their time on playing game. But it is the uh, two act sort which can bring the benefits and the uh, adverse impact on their life, which can which can make their life lose the balance between the work and the family life, because they can easily be addicted to video games. And I think people can set the limit time to spend time on playing games and entertainment with studying.
That's a very mature and balanced perspective on video games. You've rightly pointed out that they can be a double-edged sword, offering both benefits and potential drawbacks, and you've offered a great solution by suggesting time limits to ensure they don't interfere with studies or other obligations. Are you ready to move on to the 8th question about outdoor markets?
Yes.
Great! Here is the 8th question for you. Are outdoor markets still popular in your area? You might want to touch on whether they are losing ground to modern supermarkets or talk about their authentic feel and the sense of community.
Well, open air markets now is the most kind market, which is which is extremely popular in my country. Is ve- is loved by the older generation who who used to buy the things from many small market in the street, and where they can buy the favorite thing with a lower cost compared to in the supermarket. And and moreover, it's a tradition of my country, which is indispensable from the normal life.
That's a wonderful insight. You've captured the important connection between outdoor markets and the traditions of the older generation, as well as the practical benefit of lower prices. Are you ready to move on to the 9th question about traveling abroad?
Yes.
Great! Here is the 9th question for you. Is traveling abroad popular with people your age? You might like to mention if it's become more accessible thanks to affordable flights, or talk about wanderlust and the desire to broaden your horizons.
I think traveling abroad is extremely relevant with the teenagers, because in my age, many students choose to study abroad in many fortunate countries, which can open their opportunity in the career in the future. And they are trying their best to get to achieve their aims to go to other country, which is which have which have prestigious school and their dream school. And I think is can broaden our horizons around the world, and also mm, and also is gain a deeper insight into many things.
That's an incredibly insightful answer. You've captured the core reasons why studying and traveling abroad are so popular and beneficial for young people, from opening career doors to gaining a deeper understanding of the world. Now, for our final question, number 10. Are traditional festivals still popular in your hometown? You can try using phrases like deeply rooted, attract large crowds, keep the tradition alive, and pass down in your answer.
Absolutely, traditional festival still are still very common in my hometown, and in each 5 years my village is celebrate the a big festival to worship the ancestors who found my village, and sometimes uh, is the rice god. And in the festivals there are many activities like playing games, traditional games, and sometimes is worshipping, which is uh, very sacred, and this is play an indispensable role in the traditional of my culture.
That is a beautiful and detailed description of your village's traditions. You've captured the essence of these sacred celebrations, from honoring your ancestors and the rice god to enjoying traditional games. Now, as promised, I have some overall feedback for you based on your answers to all 10 questions.